Hello, and welcome back to Everyday English Chat.
We are so happy you are here with us today.
Noah, I have to admit something a little strange about myself. It is something that might surprise many people.
Oh, what is it, Olivia? Now I am really curious. You are making me wonder. Is it a secret hobby or a strange food you like?
Well, it is not food, and it is not a hobby. It is about something we all experience. I actually love stormy weather. The strong wind, the heavy rain, the dark clouds in the sky, and especially the sound of thunder.
Stormy weather? Really, Olivia? That is quite surprising. Most people usually dislike stormy weather. They prefer sunny days or at least calm weather. Why do you love it so much? What is it about storms that you find appealing?
Welcome to Everyday English Chat, everyone. I am Olivia.
And I am Noah. Today, we are going to chat all about the weather. It is a topic that affects everyone, everywhere. It is a universal conversation starter.
Yes, we will talk about our favorite and least favorite weather and how it affects our daily lives, our moods, and even our plans. It is something we talk about almost every day.
Also, please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more English lessons every week. Your support really helps us to continue making these videos for you. We appreciate it very much.
So, back to my strange confession, Noah. You asked why I love stormy weather. For me, there is something very dramatic and powerful about it. When it is stormy outside with all the wind and rain, I feel very cozy and safe inside my home.
Cozy and safe inside? That makes sense. It is like the bad weather outside makes your inside world feel even better.
Exactly. I love to watch the rain fall heavily against the window. The sound of the wind is also very interesting to me. It is a good time for thinking or reading a book by the window. It creates a special atmosphere.
I see. So it is the contrast between the wild weather outside and the calm comfort inside. That is an interesting perspective. I have never thought of it that way.
Yes, it is very calming for me. What about you, Noah? What is your favorite weather? And why do you like it so much? Is it the complete opposite of mine?
My favorite weather is definitely sunny and warm. I love days with a clear blue sky and bright sunshine. It just makes me feel happy and energetic.
A sunny day does sound very appealing to most people. What do you usually do on such a day?
On a sunny, warm day, I feel happy immediately when I wake up. I love to go outside, maybe for a walk in the park or to sit by the river. I enjoy feeling the sun on my skin. It makes me want to be active and enjoy nature.
That sounds very refreshing, Noah. I understand why you prefer it. Sunshine often has that effect on people, bringing a sense of lightness and joy. It is very different from my stormy weather preference.
It is. So, now for the opposite question. What about your least favorite weather, Olivia? What kind of weather do you really not like at all?
My least favorite weather is very hot and humid weather. You know, when the air is thick and heavy and you feel sticky all the time. I really cannot stand it.
Oh, humid weather. I know what you mean. It feels like you are breathing water sometimes. Why do you dislike it so much?
Because it makes me feel very tired and uncomfortable. It is difficult to sleep when it is very hot and humid. I also feel very slow and cannot concentrate well during the day. I prefer cooler temperatures much more.
That is a common complaint. Many people struggle with very hot and humid conditions. It can be quite draining. So, no summer heat waves for you then?
Definitely not. I avoid them if I can. Give me a cool, fresh day anytime. And for you, Noah, what weather do you dislike the most? Is there a type of weather that you really do not enjoy?
My least favorite weather is very cold and gray days, especially in winter. You know, when the sky is completely covered with dark, thick clouds for many days in a row, and the temperature is very low.
Ah, the kind of days where the sun does not appear at all? That can be quite depressing for some.
Exactly. It makes me feel sad and unmotivated. It is difficult to go out and do things, and even inside, I feel less energetic. I miss the bright light of the sun so much on those days.
I understand that feeling of missing the sun. It is interesting how weather can have such a strong impact on our emotions and energy levels. It really shows how much it affects us.
It truly does. So, for my favorite weather, I want clear skies and warmth. For my least favorite, I want to avoid those cold, gray, cloudy days.
And for me, I am happy with a good storm. But please, no extreme heat and humidity. It is a clear contrast between our preferences. But that is what makes talking about weather so interesting.
It certainly does. Speaking of mood, does the weather really change your mood, Olivia? For example, does a sunny day make you feel happier, even if it is not your favorite?
Yes, definitely. A sunny day makes me feel more energetic, even though I might not love it as much as a storm. I feel like I have more energy to do things.
That is good to hear. So, sunshine still has some positive effect on you.
It does. However, on a very rainy day, when it is just gray and dull, and the rain does not stop for hours, it makes me want to stay home. I feel like reading a book or watching a movie under a blanket. It makes me feel reflective.
Reflective, I understand. It is like the weather encourages you to slow down and stay inside. That makes a lot of sense, especially with your preference for cozy, stormy days.
Exactly. The weather really pushes me to change my plan sometimes. How does the weather affect what you do, Noah? Do you change your plans if it is raining very hard, for example?
Oh, absolutely. The weather has a big impact on my plans. If it is sunny and warm, I usually plan to go for a long walk or maybe a bicycle ride. I want to be outdoors and enjoy the good weather.
That is very typical. Good weather often means outdoor activities for many people.
But if it is cold or raining heavily, my plans change completely. I usually stay inside and watch TV or read or cook something nice. I do not like to be outside in bad weather if I can avoid it. It is just not comfortable.
So you become more of an indoor person when the weather is not good. That is a very common reaction. It is understandable to want to avoid being cold and wet.
Yes, definitely. And the weather also affects what I wear. Do you dress differently for different weather, Olivia? What do you usually wear when it is cold, for example?
Oh, yes, completely. My wardrobe changes a lot with the weather. When it is cold, I wear many layers of clothing to stay warm. I always put on a warm sweater, a heavy jacket, and sometimes even a hat and gloves.
Layers are smart. It helps you to adjust if the temperature changes during the day.
It does. And if it is raining, I always bring my umbrella with me. I also wear waterproof boots to keep my feet dry. I really do not like having wet feet.
Nobody likes wet feet. That is a good point about the umbrella and booze, so you are always prepared for rain. What about when it is sunny and warm? What do you wear then?
When it is sunny and warm, I wear light clothes like t shirts and shorts or a dress. I also wear sandals or open shoes. And I always remember to put on sunscreen to protect my skin from the sun.
Sunscreen is very important. So, you have a clear system for dressing according to the weather. It is good to be prepared.
I try to be. It saves me from being uncomfortable later. Moving on, what is the weather like in our city? Generally, Noah. Is it usually hot or cold here throughout the year?
Our city generally has quite distinct seasons. The summers are usually warm, sometimes hot, but not too extreme. The winters are mild, meaning not extremely cold, but we do get some cold days and sometimes a little snow.
So, a good mix of everything, it sounds like.
Yes, spring is often rainy with many showers, and autumn or fall is usually cool and pleasant with beautiful, colorful leaves on the trees. So we experience all four seasons very clearly.
That sounds nice. It is good to have variety throughout the year. Do you check the weather forecast before you go out, Noah? Or do you just look outside the window to see what it is like?
I almost always check the weather forecast now. It is so easy to do on my phone, and it helps me plan my day and choose my clothes. I check it every morning before I leave the house.
So you rely on technology for your weather information. I do too. I always check the forecast on my phone to know if I need an umbrella or a coat, or if I should plan outdoor activities. It is very useful.
It truly is. It saves me from being caught in the rain without an umbrella. Olivia, what kind of weather is common where you grew up? Is it different from here in our city?
Yes, it is quite different. Where I grew up, the weather was much more extreme. We had very hot summers, much hotter and longer than here, with many sunny days in a row.
Oh, so you are used to more intense heat then? That explains why you dislike humid weather so much. You already had a lot of heat.
Exactly, and the winters were also much colder, with a lot of heavy snow. Sometimes the snow would stay on the ground for months. It was a very beautiful, but also a very challenging climate.
Wow, snow for months. That is a significant difference from our mild winters here. So, you have experienced true winter.
Yes, definitely more extreme temperatures in both summer and winter. That is why I appreciate the more moderate climate of our current city, even with its rainy springs.
It gives you a good perspective. Now, let us talk about extreme weather. Have you ever experienced any extreme weather, Olivia? Like a very big snowstorm or a really hot heat wave?
Yes, I have experienced a heavy snowstorm when I was younger, back in my hometown. One winter, we had snow for 3 days straight without stopping. Everything was completely white. The roads were closed and schools were closed too.
Wow, 3 days of nonstop snow. That must have been an incredible sight. What did people do? Did everyone just stay home?
Yes, most people stayed home. It was like the whole city stopped. We had to dig paths through the snow just to get to our front doors. It was a memorable experience, very beautiful, but also a little difficult.
I can imagine. So, what do people do in our city when there is very bad weather? For example, if there is a big storm or very heavy rain, do they stay home here too?
Generally, if there is a big storm with strong winds and heavy rain, people usually try to stay home and avoid going out. The city can get quite windy, so sometimes it is safer to be inside.
That makes sense. Safety first. I have heard that sometimes there can be power cuts during severe storms here.
Yes, that is true. Sometimes, if the wind is very strong, the electricity can stop working and we have a power cut. It does not happen very often, but it can be a problem if it lasts a long time.
A power cut can be quite inconvenient. You cannot use lights or the internet or cook. Now, switching to something a little different, what is the most extreme weather you have ever seen on TV or heard about that we do not have here?
Oh, that is easy. Tornadoes are very scary. I have seen videos of them on TV, and they look incredibly powerful and destructive. We do not have them here, thankfully.
Yes, tornadoes are truly frightening. The way they can destroy everything in their path is just terrifying. I am also very thankful we do not experience those here.
Or hurricanes. Those also look very dangerous, with extremely strong winds and a lot of flooding. I have seen news reports about them, and it makes you realize how powerful nature can be.
Hurricanes are another one. So it seems you are fascinated by the power of storms, but prefer to admire them from a safe distance or from a distance on TV.
Exactly! From a safe, cozy distance with no personal risk involved. Thank you very much.
Okay, that was a very interesting chat about weather, Olivia. It is amazing how much we talk about it and how much it affects our lives.
It really is. It is a topic that never gets old because it is always changing.
Now, for our listeners, let us quickly review some of the useful words we heard in our conversation today. These are great words to practice when you talk about the weather and how it makes you feel.
Yes, these are very common words that native speakers use all the time when discussing daily topics like the weather. Let us start.
Our first word is stormy. Olivia, you said you love stormy weather. What does stormy mean? Can you explain it simply for our listeners?
Yes, stormy weather means it has strong winds and a lot of rain. Sometimes there is also thunder and lightning. It is typically dark and cloudy, not sunny.
That is a great explanation. For example, during a stormy night, it is difficult to sleep sometimes because of the noise. What about you, Olivia?
I actually love to sleep during a stormy night. The sound is very comforting for me.
Okay, our second word is forecast. Olivia, what is a weather forecast?
The weather forecast is information about what the weather will be like in the future. For example, if it will be sunny or rainy tomorrow, or how hot or cold it will be next week.
Exactly. I always check the weather forecast on my phone before I leave home. Do you usually check the forecast for the whole week, Olivia?
I usually check the forecast for the next 2 or 3 days, just to get an idea of what to expect.
Our third word for today is mood. Olivia, what does mood mean in simple English?
Your mood is how you feel emotionally at a particular time. You can have a happy mood, a sad mood, an energetic mood, or a relaxed mood. It is your feeling inside.
That is very clear. For example, a sunny day usually puts me in a good mood. Does rainy weather affect your mood, Olivia?
Sometimes, very heavy rain can make me feel a little bit reflective and quiet.
Our fourth word is affect. Olivia, you asked me how weather affects my plans. What does it mean if something affects you?
If something affects you, it changes you or has an influence on you. So, if cold weather affects my mood, it means cold weather changes how I feel and makes me feel sleepy.
Good explanation. For example, getting enough sleep affects my energy levels for the whole day. What affects your choice of clothes, Olivia?
The weather affects my choice of clothes completely. I always choose my clothes based on the temperature and if it will rain.
Our fifth word is sweater. Olivia, what is a sweater?
A sweater is a warm piece of clothing you wear on your upper body. It is often made of wool or a similar material, and you wear it to keep you warm when it is cold outside.
That is right. I love wearing a big, cozy sweater in the winter. Do you have a favorite sweater, Olivia?
Yes, I have a big blue wool sweater that is very warm and comfortable. It is perfect for chilly days.
Our sixth word is umbrella. Olivia, what is an umbrella?
An umbrella is a device that you hold over your head to protect yourself from rain. It can also sometimes protect you from the strong sun. It has a handle and a round canopy that opens.
Excellent. I always bring my umbrella with me when the forecast says it will rain. Do you prefer a small, foldable umbrella or a large one, Olivia?
I prefer a small foldable umbrella because it is easy to carry in my bag.
Our seventh word is heat wave. Olivia, you mentioned that you do not like them. What is a heat wave?
A heat wave is a period of many days or even weeks when the weather is extremely hot. It is much hotter than usual, and the temperatures are very high for a long time.
That is a good definition. During a heat wave, it is very important to drink a lot of water and stay in the shade. Have you ever been in a really bad heat wave, Olivia?
Yes, in my hometown, we sometimes had very long heat waves in the summer. It was difficult to do anything outside.
And our last word for today is power cut. Olivia, what does power cut mean?
A power cut is when the electricity suddenly stops working in your home or in a whole area. This usually happens because of a storm, a problem with the electricity lines, or heavy winds.
That is very clear. During a power cut, you cannot use any electronic devices. Have you experienced many power cuts, Olivia?
I have experienced a few power cuts, mostly during very strong winter storms. It can be quite inconvenient when it happens at night.
Great job, everyone, reviewing those words. They are very useful for talking about the weather and how it impacts your life. Thank you for sharing your thoughts on weather, Olivia. It was very interesting to hear your unique preferences.
You are very welcome, Noah. It is always fun to chat about something so universal.
Now, for our listeners, we have a question for you in the comments below. What is your favorite type of weather? And what do you usually do when the weather is like that?
Yes, we really want to hear your answers. Tell us if you prefer sunny, rainy, or even stormy weather like me. Try to use some of the new words you learned today, like forecast or mood.
And don't forget to like this video, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more English lessons and interesting conversations every week. Your support really helps us a lot.
We love reading your comments and seeing you here every week. Thank you for learning English with us.
That's all for today. We hope you have wonderful weather wherever you are.
Yes, stay calm and keep practicing your English. We will see you next time. Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.